So, before we get started, friends, I just have to ask, is 2025 the year of crash outs? I mean, my god. Like, we have spoken about some pretty crazy things so far this year, but this right here might just be one of the weirdest self-implosions I have ever seen.
I have everything right here and it's all been falsified.
Eric Conover had a lot to say before his arraignment this afternoon.
If anyone dares try to test my mental competence, I will eviscerate every single person with my intelligence right now. And that's not being egotistical.
So, there is a very interesting case behind this situation here. Now, for those of you guys that don't know who Eric Van Conover is, he was a YouTuber that had nearly 3 million subscribers. And anybody with a channel that big, they themselves have a solid YouTube career. However, this dude right here pissed it away in one of the most 0 to 100, 0 to a million type of scenarios that I have ever seen. Like, it started from something very, very small, and then it just got out of hand so freaking badly. I also love this egotistical bravado that this guy has, as if he is like this world's greatest villain, monologuing against the power and stuff like that. But we're gonna see that that bravado breaks down very quickly throughout the video.
Police paperwork says the pursuit started after Conover was going 55 in a 35. After 8 miles, Conover stopped and an officer attempted to de-escalate the situation, but Conover allegedly drove at him and hit him in the leg and then sped off for another 28 miles.
Our Father who art in heaven.
The paperwork says the officer was thrown 40 feet, suffering a leg injury. Conover is facing several charges, including attempted murder.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit here. This right here started from a mere matter of speeding. Something that you get a slap on the wrist for. Like, yeah, you get written up, you get a fine, this, that, everything else, oh freaking well. But imagine escalating things to the point where you are now on the hook for not just several charges, which is already bad by itself, but the biggest coup de grace of them all is attempted murder. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Mom, thank God, look at me!
So, you know how I said that bravado that he had at the beginning of the video was going to break down very quickly? Well, that right there is exactly what we're seeing here. Like, he ends up crying for his mommy, as if she's gonna try and bail him out of the shit that he put himself in. You ever hear of that saying, don't do the crime if you can't serve the time? Well, buddy boy, you have no choice now but to face the music and possibly serve that time if you are found guilty on all charges. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this attempted murder is of a police officer. So take from that what you want, but man, that has got to be one of the stupidest things that anybody could ever do.
Today in court, Conover was outspoken, claiming that he's a public figure because of his nearly 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and saying this was part of a, quote, police sting against him.
Ah, yes, the classic, but I'm a public figure argument, as if that right there is going to mean anything in the court of law. It doesn't matter who you are, who you think you are, how much clout you have, how much money you have. The fact of the matter is this. You did a really stupid thing, and now you gotta pay the price for it there, buddy boy. And when we're especially talking about things like attempted murder, yeah, sorry buddy, but that shit ain't gonna slide. Also, part of a police sting against him? Where's your source for that?
All right.
Okay, Eric.
All right.
They're here to help you.
The state asks that he remains in preventative detention.
The state's position is that when a law enforcement officer signals for you to pull over and stop, you should do so.
He has had a chance to review the police reports in this matter and denies these allegations. He does not agree with the reports as that they are stated.
I don't think it matters whether you agree or disagree with the reports. Like, when you're literally trying to flee from law enforcement and it escalates into attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, I don't think it matters anymore whether you agree or disagree. You're fucked, buddy.
The defense asked that he be released, saying he's not a threat to the public and has no criminal record.
No criminal record and not a threat to the public. Yet he tried to run over a police officer over a mere speeding matter. I mean, do with that what you will, but Yeah, I don't think you should be seeing freedom anytime soon, buddy.
Police say he was arrested Friday night for a separate drunk driving charge, which Conover denies.
And that right there is another reason why you are in the position that you're in, because your dumbass drank and drove, which is an absolute no-no. I don't give a shit what your excuse is.
I've been sober from alcohol for 1,558 days, so to press me on a DUI, I'm a public figure.
The judge...
Dude, shut the fuck up. No one is buying your excuse of, oh, but I'm a public figure. Like I said before, in the court of law, that shit don't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, who you think you are, how much clout you have, how much money you have. When you are on the hook for charges, guess what? You gotta face them. Like seriously, if your only answer to all of this is, I'm a public figure, literally shut the fuck up.
Did hold Conover in preventative detention. He's due back in court next week for a probable cause hearing. In Conway, Kelly O'Brien, WMUR, News 9.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that ends up going down, how the hearing goes down, and should there be anything that is substantial that comes out of this situation, I will be sure to keep you guys in the loop. Now, I don't know if this guy is dealing with any severe issues behind the scenes. I don't know if maybe he has like a mental condition or something like that, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand and you gotta recognize that you are responsible for your actions. But with that being said though, guys, what are your thoughts and opinions about what we discussed here in this video? Whatever they happen to be, ladies and gentlemen, I always love hearing back from you amazing legends in the comments down below. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and remember to always stay humble. Have a good night and take care.